What's up, my fellow Madden soldiers? Today, what we're gonna do is I have a feature, which is my partner. I'm a trip, and we're gonna talk about a Madden 20 wish list. And so, to get it cracking, I'm gonna go ahead and let them start it off. Introduce yourself. I'm a trip.
Yo, yo, what's good, Madden soldiers? Something I'm not used to saying very often.
Yeah,
But
no.
yeah,
Psychedelic
that's not my
Squadron.
forte. I'm used to my psychedelic squadron. You
Yeah.
ain't familiar with it, man. Hopefully, Noble does me justice and puts me in the description, But we'll see how that
Oh
goes.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I be forgetting sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. See, you know how Noble be.
I'll make it happen this time. Yeah, I got your information on top though, so they can see that the whole video. So that's the starters.
Bet. That's number one. All right, but to go ahead and start off this wish list, we're going to go ahead and get into what I feel should be addressed as soon as possible, and that is better weekend league and head-to-head rewards. I don't know if anybody has played weekend league, was why hard as heck to get anywhere in the top 100, let alone get like what 19 wins or whatever it is to get the
Yeah,
elite
25
status that
wins.
was in
Oh yeah,
Madden
to get the
19.
yeah.
Not even just 25. Like you get 25 games, you get 25 wins, you're a god. Like
Yeah,
that's
you're
just
good.
how
Yeah,
I
you're
see
right.
it.
Yeah.
If you get 25 wins, you're top tier. I will never be able to do that. I get cheese too much for that to happen. So if you get top 100, bro, I feel like those rewards should be insane. I mean, even if you get
Because
like
it's hard,
ultimate
right?
elite
Because
or
it's still
whatever
hard
it's
to get
called,
though.
bro,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous because you got
Yeah.
everybody. Well, at least in Madden 19, hopefully they fix gameplay issues. But if it's any different than Madden 19, it's more fluent and everything. Hopefully people run different schemes. But I kept going against the same plays, same blitzes,
And couldn't
and
stop it.
unfortunately, yeah, I don't laugh. I don't got time to laugh. I got a full-time job. I'm sure Noble can attest to that. I
Yeah,
can't
yeah, I
sit
know.
here and laugh
Yeah.
24/7 to get blitz protections. I don't know how it is for you, Noble, but I know dang well I'm not sitting here spending 24/7 in front of my monitor trying to find out how to stop these blitzes and dot
No.
people's blitzes up. I mean, that's just me.
If
I don't
if
know how
I
you
if I
feel.
feel it's going bad, I just quit out. Like I'm not gonna sit there and play a whole game and then
Oh, see,
just knowing that I'm gonna lose anyway. Yeah, I'll try a little bit, but
Noble
after
ain't
that,
raised
then
no
yeah,
quitter.
yeah, I
Noble ain't
quit
raised
out.
no quitter.
I quit out a
Not
lot
like
of
that.
times.
I do what I can do to learn, and then I move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
But
but
sometimes I'm feeling the
hitting
mood.
that
Like
quit
sometimes
button irks my soul.
if I'm in the mood, I'll do it. But there's sometimes I'm just not in the mood. Like I'm just playing to play, and yeah, I think them are the worst parts. But if I'm in the mood, I'll play. Yeah, I'll keep on playing. It just depends on what type of mood I'm in. Really, that's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, I feel you. But what you got? What you got on your list?
So, oh, the wish list. One of the things I had
I
on the
mean,
wish
is
list.
that
Yeah,
double?
yeah. Well, one of the things I had on the wish list that they already addressed, I want to bring up real quick was I wanted them to make the what was it when they had those challenges and all that stuff. Like what do they call them? They put that
Oh,
stuff
house
online.
rules.
Yeah, house rules. See, I can't believe I didn't get it. There we go. So, anyways, house rules. So, what I wanted them to do was make it more like solo challenges to where, like, whoever scores the first touchdown, you win the game, stuff like that. And I think Madden 20 already addressed that, saying that they're going to bring that to the Madden 20 to where they're going to make it more like a solo challenge or more like a challenge like that to where you complete one thing and then the game's over with. So, that's one thing that I want to see that they're actually supposedly going to bring. So, we'll see about that in Madden 20. But another thing I'd like to talk about is who you think the ultimate master, MUT master might be in Madden 20. With me, I think it. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be, but I'm thinking it might be Deion Sanders because majority of the time it's usually legends. And even though I know he's a sought out card and people spend a lot of money for it, this is what I do believe. I believe that they're gonna put him because there's always something going on when they do something like that. So they'll put Deion Sanders as a MUT master. Anyone could get him as long as they complete the objectives. But what I do believe is that they might bring in a card that everyone's gonna want to sought out besides Deion Sanders or on top of Deion Sanders, which it might be Troy Polamalu. I think they might bring him back as well as other cards to where they'll make up the difference. I guess you could say in money when it comes down to that. So I'm thinking that might be the must master. What about you? I'm a trip.
I thought a little hard about this, and I was gonna initially say Ryan Shazier again, and that's only because
Wow.
like the Steelers like renewed his contract, and you know he's a Mutt legend. He's been a goon for a couple of years now, even prior to his injury and everything like that.
Yeah.
But I thought about it, and I figured they might do like a Ghost of Madden uh, thing with that. You know, instead of having the same Mutt Master twice, 2 years in a row, they might take a different approach. And he is a Madden goon, so I mean, I can see the Ghost of Madden approach there. So, but I think I'm gonna say it's gonna be an offensive player this year, and I'm gonna say it 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 just might be like somebody like DeAndre Hopkins or Julio. I'm gonna go DeAndre
That would be cool.
Hopkins
That would be cool. I would like to
because
see that.
yeah,
Yeah.
because in Madden, what was it, 15 or I think 16? Odell was on the cover. I think he was the Mutt Master for that year. So
Oh, is
I
that
could
right? So he
definitely
actually
see
wow.
them. Yeah,
I I
so I
didn't play
could see them
16, so I
going
don't know.
the wide receiver route. Yeah. See, I'm a Mutt
No.
OG, son.
Yeah, yeah, no, I recognize, I recognize. I played it, but I didn't play it during the season when it was on and cracking, like the from the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't actually know that. Oh, that's pretty cool. So they might that would actually be cool. I wouldn't mind a wide receiver because I usually don't seek those out first. I usually go and build my defense. That's usually what I like. So that would actually either one of them would
Yeah.
actually be cool if they did something like that. What about what else you got for your wish list though?
I'm gonna go ahead and say this is something that I really wish that they would kind of would like really address, and I'm gonna go ahead and go with other ways to obtain training points other than just quick selling players. And I know they had like solo challenges that you can go ahead and get a couple training points from, or they had integrated like towards the end of the year when they started having like the quick sales out of the daily objectives. But then it was so late in the year, man. The amount of training points they were giving us just really wasn't adding up to the type of players and the limiteds that they had coming out that we wanted to get through powering up the power up cards and such things. So if there was anything that I could like, ask them was probably maybe having some, not to purchase with real money, but some training point packs in like the store. You can get like because they used to have like contracts, for instance. You could buy contracts from the store with coins. Why can't you buy a certain amount of training points? A day or every other day, or have a limit on that and kind of like give us another alternative instead of us buying these players, spending all these coins, especially early in MUT, because the training value is heck high, really
Yeah,
high,
ridiculous. Yeah, it's
really really
ridiculous.
high. Yes, and just give us another avenue to be able to power up some of our favorite players day one.
Well, now that you said that, I think a thing to add to that would be it would be nice if they started off automatically whenever you complete an objective, they gave you training for it. It don't have to be a tremendous amount,
Yeah,
but something every day will add up.
20.
Yeah, yeah, 20 will be cool. I mean, even 15 will be cool. Something to where it starts you off low, and then you go depending on your level. Of course, your level that you get to will get higher, but that would be nice. Just automatically off the start, add train to it, whether it's, well, no matter how little it is, just to add to it, just to give you something, as well as the solos. They could bring back the solos too, but that would be something to look forward to. But but like you said though,
Yeah,
to bring it into where it's like, yeah, you're already the season's basically already over with, and they're just trying to like add things to it. Just like it's not fun no more when it's in the beginning, and like because you know in the beginning like you really want to grind, you're really looking forward to completing your daily objectives and getting that
yeah,
training. And when it's at the end of the season, like you don't care because you can actually go buy a card for cheap and has all the training. That's the way what it came down with me. I didn't even do the solos no more because I could get training for less of my time for with a little bit of coins fast. So I never even tripped on the solos just based on that. So I agree with that. So what do you think about level master? Who do you think your level master might be? I think the reason I'm gonna go with Emmitt Smith, and the reason I'm gonna go with Emmitt Smith is because they're bringing him back into the game, and they're giving you basically the triplets free if you pre-order the game. And based on the fact that they're already giving you free, it's a possible that they might end up making him a level master because usually the level master been a halfback running back. So for some reason, I'm just thinking it might be Emmitt Smith. That would be nice just based on the fact that I always wanted to have him on my team for a while, and I wasn't able to only in a Madden 17. And like I said, I even played that towards the end. But either way, though, I'm thinking it might be him. I don't know who it is, but most likely it will be. I would assume it will be a halfback. But what about you? I'm a trip. Who do you think it might be? The level master. Because it's usually a legend too, though,
but
right?
it's usually a legend,
Yeah,
and because they had LT, I think it was the first level master, if I'm not
on
mistaken.
18, on
Don't
18,
quote
yeah.
me on that.
It was on
Yeah, don't
18.
quote me on that. I could be wrong, but I want to say I'm gonna go Bo Jackson,
Oh, that would be
and I
nice.
want to say
Don't
that
don't get me
yeah,
excited because I would like that. Yeah, that
everybody
would.
loves Bo.
Oh wow, that I didn't even think
Everybody
about
loves
Bo.
Bo
I didn't think about Bo.
because and you get him day one. He's not gonna be like super overpowered day one, and
Yeah,
they have a way to kind of like
yeah,
get
juice it
those
down a little bit, just like they do with Ricky
yeah, juice them
Williams.
down a little bit. Yes, progressively have them
Yeah.
go throughout the year. You know what I mean? And
Oh, that would be
I think
nice. I could
it
see
would
that.
be a
I could
good
actually
thing to
see that.
happen.
Actually, that you said that. I could see that. I think I could see that more. That's just crazy. Now that you said that, I could actually see that card becoming the level master. I could actually
I
see
would
that
love
card
that. I would absolutely love that.
because I already know Emmitt Smith's in the game, so it really is not even a problem for me. I was just basing it on
Yeah.
that. But now that you said Bo Jackson, I could see that because he wasn't in the game this last year, and he might come back in the game as a level master. I could see that. That would actually be good. Wow. So who else you got on the wish list though? I mean, not who else on the
Damn,
wish. I
I
mean,
forgot
what
about
else you got on the wish
this.
list for Madden 20?
The next thing that I have on my wish list is just giving us consistent content all year long. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna sit there and be a stickler, and I want something every day, because bro, that's unreal. Like, just give
Yeah.
us 3 days for consistent, solid content, because they were like really overworking themselves early on in the year, and with all the heavyweights, and dang, I forgot all the other ones. It was like
It was heavyweights
heavyweights. It
flashbacks.
was
It was a Thursday, remember the
and
Thursday night?
veterans and
The Thursday night one, what was it called?
yeah, the primetime
Yeah,
performers, and
primetime performers.
they had then they had Rising Stars and all these other players. It was a lot to keep up with.
They
So
the Rising Stars they could have killed. We could have dealt without the Rising Stars. That I could the what I do could agree with consistent content, and what I didn't like the EA did was they took out the flashbacks and the heavyweights in the beginning. Even if they would have just left the flashbacks in, something to where you have to look forward to something every week, like you know that a card's coming, right? Like to sit here and like think like, oh man, is there ain't gonna be any content? I didn't like that either. So I would. Oh, and then they have the Sunday one.
thing. Oh,
They could cut out the Sunday one, the Football Outsiders, and they could cut out the Rising Stars. If they leave the other ones in the game to where at least they don't have that much to work with, I could do that. Like that would be cool with me. Like expecting cards like during the weekdays.
yeah, give them a day off, Jesus.
Yeah. Or
You know what I
Sunday
mean?
football, right? Just take it off. You don't have to come on to a Football
Yeah,
Outsider. Just take it off.
let us watch football.
Yeah, just let
And
everyone
then
watch
one more
football.
thing before we, yeah, one more thing before we kind of move on is I would have loved to keep flashbacks in to give certain players like you didn't have to come up with a new promotion to give certain players that have power up cards, extra
Yeah.
cards. So you could just keep flashbacks going throughout the year, or mix it up and have I don't know, because a couple of years ago or Madden 18 they had like replay cards, which was basically flashbacks after they stopped doing that, and just give people like Aaron Rodgers and all these other players that or someone who got hurt throughout the year who didn't really have a chance to get another card. Like me personally, I would love to see another Carson Wentz card before the end of the year. Didn't necessarily get that, but it would have been pretty cool to kind of see that carry on and give me a little hope to have that on my team.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I think what happened towards the end, EA seen that. I think EA seen a lot of the mistakes that they did, and it's fine because they were trying out something new with the power ups and certain things, and they realized, you know what, man, this game ain't going as probably we planned, and so I think, like you said, just like everyone's seen, I think they abandoned ship and they try to make other things, and they did pretty all right, but it wasn't to where people was looking forward to certain things like they did before, and that's what they got to go back to. But I enjoy the team builders, I enjoy stuff like that because they made it more about like a theme team and stuff like that. So I enjoyed that, but I think that some things that they gave you too much at once and then it just died for a minute. But like you said, if you were to bring back the flashbacks and keep that all throughout the year, until towards the way to when it's about to end, and yeah, I could do that. Like I could do that.
I'm all for it.
That especially that. Like I'll just stick to that for now. But I mean, I would like the heavyweights too. But if they could just stick with a flashback, that'd be cool because yeah, they always have glitchy cards and they always come up with good cards that people would want. So at least that. The other thing that I want to talk about is the who you might think the rookie master might be. I'm going with Kyler Murray, and the only reason I'm going with him is because I don't know how long ago it was, maybe like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. EA was talking about what do you think Kyler Murray's stats should be when it comes to the game, and it could just be them asking just a random question. But based on that, I'm thinking that he's gonna start off with like a 74 OVR. So if they're already talking about what stats it should be or whatever the case may be, I'm thinking that they might make him a rookie master, and just to begin off the season. That's where the assumption came from, just based on them speaking about what people think thoughts are on what his stats should be. So what about you? Who do you think the rookie master might be?
I'm gonna go ahead and go with Nick Bosa, and
That's a good one too.
It may be a little awkward to kind of like see a defensive player in this particular position as far as like an off or the rookie master, but if you really look at it, I don't know if they had a rookie master. I can't remember if they had a rookie master in Madden 18, but in Madden 19, it was the most hyped player to come out of college, and probably one of the in a really long time, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Probably a solid what 4 or 5 years or so, and it was Saquon Barkley, and we already knew Saquon was going to eat. Like there was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It didn't matter who we had back there; he was going to do damage, and he did, and it was a really good choice.
Yeah, he did.
So,
He did some work.
And I feel like the way that Nick Bosa plays with that, they got some really good like secondary defensive line options as well to kind of complement him and let him eat as well. I feel like with the skill set that he has, the talent he has on on the front seven with him, I'm pretty sure that he'll to cope with that all that hype that he's had behind his name. I'm pretty sure that he's going to eat and he'll be the rookie master.
That's a good pick, though. I mean, I could go for that too. I could go for it because Nick Bosa's gonna be the other guy that I'm gonna pick. So I could definitely go with the left end. Like I said, I like building my defense first, so that would really work out for me.
And I'm a line guy. If I can have 6 All-Pro defensive linemen on my team, I'm gonna have 6 All-Pro defensive linemen on my team.
And especially the way they're talking about how the pass rush is vicious. Yeah, I'm really gonna really stack my lineup. I'm really gonna stack my lineup to start off with. Yeah, I know. Do you have anything else on your wish list for Madden 20 before I go to the next thing?
Nothing. No, you can go ahead and go because everything else is pretty much. I've basically lost hope on. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you.
Okay, so the last one I wanted to talk about, which I don't think anyone's talked about yet that I know of, is the Series Master. Like, because usually when the game begins, like when you first actually get the regular edition, or I don't even know if they do it on a three-day early access one, but I know usually when the game drops, that's usually when they present the Series Master. And so I want to know, like, who you think the Series Master might be. Me, I'm going to go with Earl Thomas, and the reason why, there's so many players to go off of, but the reason why I picked Earl Thomas because I was basically going for a player that not only was good, but someone who had like struggles at the beginning of the year when it came to like his injuries and all that, but also someone who got traded to another team. So I was just assuming it might be someone who got traded to another team because EA usually don't give you a Series Master who's like a card that everyone seeks out. So he's decent, but ain't someone that everyone's going to seek out in the beginning. So I just want Earl Thomas is based on the fact that he traded to another team. There was a lot going on with him in the towards the end and all this other stuff. So I'm just going to go Earl Thomas just based on that. So who do you think the Series Master might be?
Man, it's pretty tough.
Yeah, it is tough. Yeah, that's very tough.
Kind of expected to have a pretty decent year. Like the Series Master, the first one was David Johnson last year, and we all expected him to eat, fantasy, top whatever pick because there was really nobody else. But it kind of didn't pan out that way. But it is what it is. But the person that I'm expected to kind of like kind of get a lot of touches, I would honestly sit here and tell you it's probably going to be somebody like Ezekiel Elliott or something like that.
You think he will get it?
Go ahead and go Zeke.
That would be insane. I could see that though. I could see that.
It all kind of just depends on how high his base elite is, in my personal opinion. Because they had David Johnson in like an 86, and then the freaking Series Master was like an
And
89, if
no,
I'm not
90,
mistaken.
90.
So a
Yeah,
90.
he was a
Okay.
90. Yeah, David Johnson was a
So
90. Yeah, I want to go look at that. Yeah.
yeah. So I could definitely see that happening. If Zeke's like an 88, which I expect him to be like an 89, but if he's like an 88, I can literally see them just giving him that +2, and then letting him put it in your power up set, and work it that way.
I can see that. I can see that. I mean, I would like it, of course, because I'm a Cowboy fan, but I guess I could see that just based on the fact of how he performed last year. Because I don't know if they would do a Saquon Barkley. You think they would do a Saquon Barkley, or you think they might save him for something because he's gonna be like kind of sought out. Because it could be either or too,
I could
right? Like, you know what I mean? Like it could be either one of those players. Like I don't know. I don't know. Like I say, it could be
I could
either one of
see
them.
Saquon, honestly,
Yeah.
because his overall probably isn't going to be as high. He is a sought out player, but I don't know if they'll really.
Start him off like that based on his rookie master
It,
last year. It's possible though. I
yeah.
mean, yeah, it's
Well,
possible. I can still, like I said, I can see it too though. I could pick either one of those. Either one of those. That would make sense.
it's just tough.
Yeah, it is tough. Yeah, because if they could go throw someone out that no one really cares about too. But as long as he plays decent, we're all gonna get him. Because what else can we do with our trophies, right?
Right?
Yeah. So usually I get all the players. I usually get them in that, like, unless you're gonna sell it or whatever. Just because what else am I gonna, like you said, what else you can do with your trophies? But one last thing though before we end this that I want to bring up that I just came to mind right now that I'm hoping that they bring back, and you could consider something like a wish list because we're wishing on it. Is when it comes to John Madden, I hope they bring back the way they did it this year when it comes to the trophies, or something that makes it easy attainable when it comes to grinding. Like, because you should be able to get John Madden along as you grind. So that if they make it to where either trophies or something to where it's easy attainable along as you're grinding, I would want that. Like if they can make the trophies again, I'm fine with that. But I just don't want to go back to 18 to where you had to complete these silly sets and all these. You have to get every single coach and power them up and add them to this
Trash.
and that. Yeah, it was just too much.
Yeah,
It
it
ain't
was
that you
trash.
couldn't do it. It just going through all the hassle of doing it. It just took too much time. Even if, like, say for instance, I had all the coins to do it, I don't want to go through all that to get John Madden. Like just it's easy just to have the 200 trophies, put them in the set, give me John Madden. So I'm hoping they bring them back in a way to where you don't have to go through the hassle of what you had to go through in 18. I want it to be something similar in 18 to where, as long as you're grinding, you're easy to attain them. So I want to end it on that, just knowing that I hope they bring John Madden back like that because it does help out having him on the team because your whole team's juiced up with him. And yeah, let's just see how it goes though. But thank you, I'm a Trip, for coming in and starting on
Hey
this
man, just
on
call
my
me.
channel with me and talking
Just
with
call me
me.
Trip.
Or Trip, yeah, I'll make it a little bit
Yeah, I'm
easier.
gonna
But
say I
yeah,
feel like you're calling me Mister. Keep going for Mister.
Mr. Trip.
Yeah,
Nah, but thank you.
Mr. Trip. How you doing, man?
But thank you, we're gonna end it right here. Thank you, Trip, for featuring on my channel. I appreciate it. There will be more to come,
Absolutely.
especially with Madden 20 coming up. If you guys didn't subscribe to
Yeah, grind time.
my friend Trip, I'm a Trip, his YouTube, I will put the link in the description. He's going to be coming out with a lot of good content, and he has a lot of things lined up, especially for Madden 20. So stay tuned for that. But until next time, you guys all have a nice day. If you guys like this video, like it. If you ain't sub to the channel, sub to the channel. I'll see you guys all next time. We out.
Oh wait, hey, whoa! Don't forget to tell them. Let us know what their wish list is gonna be, man.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Go ahead, Trip. I'm going to let you end that on that then. I'm going to let you ask them.
And yeah, and don't forget to let us know what your wish list is down in the comment section below.
Thank you very much. We are out now.